Shalom from Israel. I am Hanania Naftali with the latest update from the Middle East. Today, we have some breaking news from Lebanon. Let's get to it. The IDF has confirmed the elimination of Fuad Shukuar, also known as Sid Mahsan, the most senior military commander in Hezbollah. This is a major blow to the terrorist organization and a significant step in Israel's ongoing battle against those who seek to harm its citizens. On July 30, 2024, in a targeted assassination operation, Israeli fighter jets, directed by the intelligence, struck in Beirut area and successfully killed Fuad Shukuar. Shukuar was not just any commander, he was the head of Hezbollah's strategic formation, overseeing the organization's most advanced weaponry, all of its missiles and rockets. This is a very dramatic situation, and I'm going to explain to you why this is a big development in Israel's northern border. But before we continue, I invite you to visit the israelstore.com. It is the best way to shop, support local businesses, take a stand to bless Israel, and stand against those who wish to see Israel isolated. I want you to understand the dramatic situation and how dramatic these events that we're seeing right now. This is what Saudi researcher Ali Muhammad al-Husseini said about the eliminated target. His words: "I know him very well. Haj Muhsin is not number two. He is number one in Hezbollah. He is the one of the founders. He was more important than Imad Mughniya. He was even before Hassan Nasrallah, the current leader. He is the first official of the Jihad Council. He is Qasem Soleimani of Hezbollah at this level." This is how this Saudi researcher is describing the target that Israel eliminated. Shukuar joined Hezbollah in 1985 and quickly rose through the ranks, holding various senior positions and serving as a close advisor to Hassan Nasrallah, Hezbollah's Secretary General. He was deeply involved in planning and executing terrorist attacks against Israel, including the recent murder of the 12 children in Majd al-Shams. His elimination is a critical victory for Israel's security. This decisive action was not only necessary, but actually long overdue, because Hezbollah has operated with impunity for too long, believing it could attack Israel without facing severe consequences. The elimination of Shukuar sends a clear message: those who harm Israel will face justice. When confronted with evil, decisive action is the only path to true peace. Shukuar was not just any military commander, as we've talked about it. He was the mastermind behind many of Hezbollah's most heinous acts of terrorism. In the 90s, he promoted terrorist attacks against IDF and the South Lebanese army. His career has been marked by a relentless pursuit of violence and terror against Israel and its allies. So much so, actually, that America offered a bounty of $5 million for his head. So I don't know who gave the information to the Israelis, but I hope they got their $5 million. This operation, I have to say, underscores Israel's commitment to defending its citizens at all costs. Hezbollah, with its long history of terrorism and aggression, must understand that their actions will not be tolerated. Israel will take whatever steps are necessary to protect its people and secure its borders. But in these times of uncertainty, when we don't know what's going to happen, I find encouragement in the book of Psalms. It says, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge," in Psalms 18 verse 2. When things may seem unclear, we look to our faith for strength and guidance. The fight against terror is a righteous battle, my friends, and with God's help, we will prevail. Shukuar's death is a severe blow to the organization's strategic planning and execution. Without his guidance, Hezbollah's ability to carry out large-scale attacks will be significantly impaired. I mean, they do say that there is replacement for everybody. But for such an organization like Hezbollah that does not trust too many people, that even instructed its terrorists to refrain from using phones. They don't share information. So this person was carrying a lot of information and strategy in his head, and now he's gone. The international community has reacted predictably to this strike. Lebanon's government, along with Iran and Russia, has condemned the operation, calling it a violation of international law. But what's interesting is, first of all, I'm surprised that there is such a thing, Lebanese government. I mean, the whole country has been taken over by Hezbollah. That's what the Lebanese people are even saying. But what's interesting is that they never put the blaming finger at Hezbollah and demanding Hezbollah to uphold international norms. Hezbollah operates from within civilian areas, uses human shields, and spreads terror across borders. Israel's actions are a defense against an organization that thrives on chaos and destruction. Justice may be delayed, but it's never denied to those who persist. The United States has reiterated its unwavering support for Israel. As we are speaking, U.S. warships are making their way near Lebanon as a message to Hezbollah to not start a war. The U.S. also said that if Lebanon attacks Israel, America will back Israel. Of course, none of us is wishing to see war in the north. We hope to see peace, but of course, if you want to see peace, you need to prepare for war. We don't know what Hezbollah is planning and what their response is going to look like, but Hezbollah will undoubtedly seek to regroup and retaliate. But Israel is prepared. Our intelligence, military strength, and the support of our allies will ensure that any further threats are met with swift and decisive action. Look, the world must understand that the fight against Hezbollah is not just Israel's fight. It is a fight against a global network of terrorism that threatens peace and stability worldwide. By standing with Israel, we stand against terror, extremism, and the forces of chaos. Some may call this operation controversial, but in the face of terrorism, there is no room for hesitation. The safety and security of Israel's people are the top priority of the government of Israel, the military, and that's the job of every army, to make sure that the citizens of the country are safe. That's what we're doing. It's not a right that we have, it's a duty. And you would actually be surprised, but there are people who are celebrating this elimination of these terrorists. And they're in Iran. Iranian people know very well the true fates of radical Islam. They have tasted it. They live under its brutality. They know that Israel is freeing the Middle East from the grip of radicals. Today, justice has been served, and those who seek to harm Israel have been shown that their actions have dire consequences. The eliminations of Fuad Shukuar is more than just a tactical victory. It is a moral victory. It reaffirms Israel's commitment to justice and its determination to protect its citizens from those who wish to do them harm. It is a reminder that the world should know that Israel will not stand idly by while its enemies plot and execute acts of terror. But of course, we see that it has become fashion to condemn Israel, to come against Israel. Something happens in the Middle East, it's Israel's fault. Your phone doesn't work, it's Israel's fault. Your computer doesn't work, it's Israel's fault. It's ridiculous. Israel is fighting terrorism, and terrorism has no place in this world. And those who engage in it will face the full force of justice. In conclusion, I have to say that the successful operation to eliminate Fuad Shukuar marks a pivotal moment in Israel's ongoing battle against Hezbollah. It's a testament to our commitment and shows our capability to defend ourselves, defend our nation, and come after those who seek to harm us. I think that Israel's message is very clear. We will not be intimidated, and we will take all necessary actions to ensure the safety and security of our citizens. This is a big victory for the forces of light against the forces of darkness. Thank you for joining me today. Stay safe, stay strong. Shalom from Israel. Don't forget, if you believe in Israel's right to defend itself and stand against terrorism, subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube channel, for more updates and insights. And also be sure to join me on Telegram for 24/7 updates. Be blessed.